Welcome everyone. Today, we're diving into AWS IAM roles. Think of them as guest passes to AWS resources. Unlike IAM users, roles don't need passwords or long-term credentials, making them safer. They're flexible, allowing different entities to assume them when needed. And the best part, they help keep security tight while making access management easier. So let's explore how these roles work and why they're a game changer. I'm Amelia James, a technology expert with 13 plus years of experience designing and delivering human resource management systems that actually work for people. I specialize in building scalable integrated HR platforms that streamline processes, enhance employee experience, and give leadership real-time, actionable insights. AWS IAM is like the bouncer at a VIP event. It decides who gets in and what they can do. It manages users, groups, and roles, ensuring only the right people have access. With IAM, security isn't just a suggestion, it's a rule. Whether you're a developer or an admin, IAM helps keep AWS environments safe and sound. Let's break it down further. IAM roles are like rental cars. You use them when needed, but you don't own them permanently. They provide temporary credentials, making security more dynamic. AWS services or external identities can assume roles, ensuring access is granted only when necessary. And just like a rental agreement, roles follow strict policies to define what can and cannot be done. Let's see how this works in action. Think of IAM users as employees with keycards, while IAM roles are like guest passes. Users have permanent credentials, which can be risky if mishandled. Roles, on the other hand, offer temporary access, reducing security threats. If you need long-term access, users are the way to go. But for short-term tasks, roles are the smarter choice. Let's compare them in more detail. Temporary security credentials are like disposable coffee cups. Use them, then toss them. They expire after a set time, reducing the risk of leaks. Applications, services, and federated users rely on them for secure access. This approach keeps AWS environments safe while ensuring flexibility. Let's see how they work in real-world scenarios. Assuming a role is like borrowing a friend's Netflix account, except AWS actually enforces the rules. An entity requests access, AWS checks permissions, and temporary credentials are issued. Once the time is up, access is revoked automatically. No messy password sharing, just clean and secure access management. Let's break down the process. Delegating access with IAM roles is like lending your car, but only for a short trip. Instead of sharing permanent credentials, roles allow secure delegation. External identities can assume roles without compromising security. This is perfect for cross-account access and third-party integrations. Let's explore how this improves security. IAM roles are the Swiss Army knife of AWS security. They grant access to AWS services, enable cross-account interactions, and provide temporary credentials for applications. They also support federated authentication, making access management seamless. Let's look at some real-world examples. Service-linked roles are like pre-configured smart gadgets. They work out of the box. AWS services create and manage them, ensuring seamless integration. They follow strict permissions, keeping security intact. And unlike regular roles, you can't manually tweak them. Let's see how they simplify AWS management. Policies and permissions are the rulebook for IAM roles. Without them, it's chaos. Policies define what a role can do, while permissions control access. Managed policies make life easier, but custom policies allow precise control. Let's explore how to configure them effectively. Imagine having a VIP pass to another AWS account. Well, that's what IAM roles do. They let services and users securely assume roles without permanent credentials. Policies act like security bouncers, ensuring only approved access is allowed. And trust relationships. They make sure we're not just handing the keys to anyone. It's all about controlled delegation, making cross-account access smooth and secure. Creating IAM roles is like giving different team members special badges, each one tailored for a task. The policies define what they can do, ensuring they don't snoop around where they shouldn't. Trust relationships decide who gets to assume the role. Think of it as an exclusive club entry. And of course, regular audits keep everything tidy, because unchecked permissions can lead to trouble. IAM roles aren't meant to be given superpowers. Least privilege ensures they only get what they need. No permanent keys floating around. Temporary credentials are the way to go. CloudTrail is like our security camera, tracking role usage. And don't forget to rotate and review, because stale permissions are like forgotten leftovers in the fridge, best to clean them up. Security is like locking all doors before leaving home. You've got to ensure trust relationships are tight. MFA acts as an extra security layer. Think of it as a second lock. Monitoring role activity helps catch sneaky intruders, and keeping policies updated ensures your security game is top-notch. IAM roles are powerful, but with great power comes great responsibility. Troubleshooting IAM roles is like figuring out why your Wi-Fi isn't working. Trust relationships could be misconfigured, so check if they're set correctly. Permissions might be missing. Always double-check policies. AWS IAM Access Analyzer is like a detective, helping find security loopholes. And if a role assumption fails, check those logs. They hold all the answers, just like your browser history, but hopefully less embarrassing. And that's IAM roles in a nutshell. They help manage access securely without juggling permanent credentials. Best practices keep your cloud security airtight. Regular audits ensure nothing slips through the cracks. And a well-managed IAM strategy makes AWS operations smoother than your morning coffee. So ready to master IAM roles? Please do like, share, and subscribe to our channel. For more information, contact us.